Nationellt diagnosmaterial i engelska för årskurs 1-6. Hörförståelse.
News magazine. You're going to listen to a radio program called News Magazine. In the first part, there are 8 questions. For each question, there are 4 answers. What are the people talking about? Mark the correct answer with a cross. Let's listen.
It's 5 o'clock and it's time for Jeff Dalton and the News Magazine.
Hello, listeners. This is Jeff, and I hope you'll stay with me for the next 20 minutes. We have a lot of interesting things for you this afternoon. The local news, of course, and some news about people and places. And we have a surprise for you at the end of our programme, an interview with a famous person. Stay with us and you'll find out who it is. Our first story today is from the zoo. I've got one of the zookeepers on the line.
Look at the 4 pictures for number 1 under zoo. Which animal are they talking about? Listen.
Hello, Andy. Tell us what happened at the zoo today.
We've got a new animal, and I hope that everybody will come to the zoo and have a look at it this weekend. We don't have a name for him yet.
What sort of animal is it?
Well, let's see if your listeners can guess.
That's a great idea.
He's 7 months old and very cute. He's about 50 centimetres tall and very playful, but when he's fully grown, he'll be quite big. His coat is furry and brown, and he eats fruit and fish. He can climb trees, but he likes to sleep in his cave. I'll give you one more clue. He's got a tail, but it's very short.
Well, listeners, what do you think is brown, furry, has got a short tail, eats fruit and fish, and likes climbing trees? I hope you've got it. The first one to phone in the right answer gets a zoo t-shirt.
Which animal is it? Mark your answer with a cross under the right picture. Now look at the pictures for number 2 under weather. What will the weather be like tomorrow? Listen.
All right, listeners, here's the weather forecast for tomorrow. Are you tired of all this rain? Tomorrow is your lucky day. We're going to see the sun for the first time in a week. But it's not going to be sunny all day. In the afternoon, we have some clouds moving in, and it's going to get a little warmer. So, sunshine to begin with, and cloudy later on. But the good news is, there'll be no rain.
What will the weather be like tomorrow? Mark your answer with a cross. Now look at the pictures for number 3 under shopping. What is Jane going to buy? Listen.
Let's hear what the best buy is at Woody's department store today. Jane, are you with us?
Yes, I'm standing here in the middle of all these people at Woody's. They're going absolutely crazy about the cheap prices on everything electrical.
Have you bought anything?
Well, they have a nice TV in the sale, but my old one works just fine. And I'd love a new computer, but I'll have to save up for that. So I've decided that I'm going to buy something that I can carry around and play music on. And it's got a very good camera. The price is a bit steep, but I think it's worth it. I send text messages to my friends all the time.
What is Jane going to buy? Mark your answer with a cross. Now look at the pictures for number 4 under SOS. What has just happened? Listen.
We now have Inspector Dobbs from the local police on the line. I heard that you got the man who robbed the Midland Bank in the High Street last week.
That's right. We did.
What do you want to tell the listeners today, Inspector?
Well, we have a warning to all drivers on the motorway. There has been an accident on the M4 to the west of the town, so the motorway is closed. There's oil on the road and a risk of fire. The 3 cars are being lifted off the road right now, and the fire engines are already there. So please, everybody, stay off the M4 for the next hour.
What has just happened? Mark your answer with a cross. Now look at the alternatives for number 5 under cake time. Which fruit or vegetable are you going to use when you bake the new cake? Listen.
Well, listeners, it's cake time. Last week we had the banana bread recipe from Mrs. Smith. It was really good, wasn't it? And Mr. Brown's carrot cake was delicious. And so were his potato pancakes. But this time it's not carrots, it's not potatoes, and not even bananas. This week it's pears. You can use the same recipe as for the banana bread or the carrot cake, but you must put the pears in a mixer first before you use them. Good luck!
Which fruit or vegetable are you going to use when you bake the new cake? Mark your answer with a cross. Now look at the alternatives for number 6 under special lunch. What is the special lunch? Listen.
We have Tony at Pizza Heaven on the line. Hello, Tony.
Hello, Jeff. How are you?
Fine, thank you. One of our listeners has phoned in and said he has paid too much for the special lunch at your pizza bar.
I'm sorry to hear that. What did he have?
A pizza, some salad, and a cup of coffee.
Well, he has to pay extra for salad.
OK, so the special lunch is pizza and a cup of coffee.
Pizza, yes, but coffee is extra.
So what's your special lunch?
It's pizza and a cold drink.
OK, thank you, Tony. I think that clears up the problem. We want to keep our listeners happy, you know.
What is the special lunch? Mark your answer with a cross. Now look at the alternatives for number 7 under sports. Headley Middle School won a cup yesterday. In which sport? Listen.
And now to something totally different. Yesterday afternoon, the pupils at Headley Middle School won the Stewart Cup. The coach for the team, who's Jill Bennett, is here in the studio. Hello, Jill.
Hello, Jeff.
Now, tell us about the cup.
The 6 boys and girls from Headley did a wonderful job. Our team won.
Congratulations.
We were playing against Andrews Middle School in the final. After 4 matches, we'd won 2 and lost 2. The doubles match at the end was very exciting.
You must have been nervous.
Yes, we really wanted to win because Andrews beat us at both football and basketball last month.
Did they really?
Yes, but this time we were better. We had a good mixed team in the doubles match and we were a bit lucky when we got some balls on the edge of the table and a couple of really good smashes.
Ah, well done, Headley.
Thank you.
In which sport did they win a cup? Mark your answer with a cross. Now look at the alternatives for number 8 under travel. How are the people going to travel? Listen.
Guess what? Sam's World Travel has just phoned in. They've got a brilliant idea. A competition with a super prize. They want you to think of a name for the new animal at the zoo. Send your favourite name on a postcard to us. And what's the prize? Well, can you believe it? A weekend trip to Paris for 2. No worries about driving, being seasick or airsick, because you won't be travelling by the old ferry or by plane, but on the railway in a super modern, comfortable train through the Euro Tunnel. How about that?
How are the people going to travel? Mark your answer with a cross.